Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your monthly read for May of 2024. And you've noticed, if you have been here for a bit, that I haven't uploaded all that much. It's because there's a transformation going on. I'm being pulled in a different direction, and I've started to do other videos, other interviews, or conversations with other people. And I will continue to do these monthly reads, but I am venturing out in other areas. So I still am doing some of the personal readings. So if you're interested in one, for as long as I'm doing them, I can't promise for how long I will continue to do them, but for right now, I still am. So if you're interested, please send me a message. You can read all about it in the description box. Okay, Leo, we're going to start with an overall energy here and then go deeper and deeper into that energy to really get the message out. And at the very end, we're going to have the fairies come out to give you some extra message or inspirational thing you need to hear right now. Okay, Leo, what do we have for the month of May? And I have to say, I did start your reading a couple of hours back, and it just wouldn't work. Something was up, and it was just weird energy, and it was... yeah, it was weird. And I just felt like I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'm just going to return when things have cleared up. So maybe that's something that's going on, like that's a message within itself, that something is just not falling into place right now, or something doesn't want to show its face right now. So it's like it's no use in even trying. Then just sort of try to just, try to be with the energy that is, and don't try to force anything anywhere, because it's not too much is gonna happen anyway. It's like you're trying to get a train going, but we haven't even started the engine yet. So it's like it's a lot of work, just seeing all you guys like pushing behind the train. That's really heavy. Okay, so we have peace and we have sensuality. This is a very different message. It's a very different energy than from when I started last time. I was like, I don't even want to go in there. So this is very different. I think this is what we're aiming for. This is what, obviously you don't know the few messages that I started to get with the earlier reading, but it's like, so when I say like, this is more like it, from what? The other energy was like trying to do something that you weren't able to do. Obviously that was a message within itself, because that was the thing. I tried to do that reading. I just wasn't feeling it, and I just needed to stop and start over. And that was actually what was coming out in the very first card as well. So the Dove card speaks about peace. It speaks about like looking forward to create, even like I know that sounds big, but like create something completely new, like even a new earth. Looking forward to maybe you're just even looking to create a completely different life for yourself right now. And the dove for me always represents peace, that you want to bring peace into your life. You want to bring calmness and I want to use the word tranquility. Is that the right word? Tranquility. Isn't that like tranquilitist? Isn't that someone that works with dolls? Okay, it's just it's an energy of just being very serene and very pure and very like still and content is the energy that I'm getting. So like try the best that you can to like reach those emotions. And then we have sensuality. We have the veil being lifted. The first thing that I get here is that you probably are changing your dreams a lot. Meaning, if you haven't remembered your dreams in the past, you'll start to remember them more clearly now. Or if you have remembered your dreams in the past, they will become more vivid, or they will come with messages, or they will come with premonitions, or with things just improving in your dream life. not in your awake state of just visualizing, but when you actually are asleep. And I see this, whatever this dude is, like lifting the veil. And the lifting of the veil for me is about like, okay, so we're thinning the energy between 3D, 4D. We're thinning the energy between your dimensional receptivity to another dimensional receptivity. It's like there's a thinning of the veil there that is really starting to influence your life. That might even be why it's a little bit of a confusing energy, like I'm trying to get this train going, but it just doesn't move anywhere. Or like the messages that I started to receive when I needed to shut things down, like it was just, where's this going? Like what's happening here? That you need more clarity first. And it's almost like a reconstruction. Like if you go into a construction site and things are being moved around or completely rebuilt or a newly built place, like there's going to be places all like over with things being fixed or torn down and built back up, or like, and while that reconstruction place or situation is going on, you know it's not the best for you to be there or to move in there or to spend a lot of time there. Try to sit and meditate in that. Like it just doesn't, well, you can if you're like a master meditator, but it's not really serving its purpose. It's better to just leave that construction altogether. So while this reconstructional energy is going on, like what can you do in the meantime? Bring in it's more like the vibe of like nurture yourself, take care of yourself, where do you find peace and contentment, and like looking after yourself right now seems to be very important. Even with this sensuality, usually around this card I will get like very serene and calm energies, like take a bath, go to a spa, like do something like that. But today it's like very lively. It's like everything is up to something. Everyone is up to something. It's like everyone, there's a lot going on. And it's like Leo is just trying to find, it's like you're trying to find your footing in everything that's going on. And it might even be that like a lot of the things going on is like hidden. So it's like, what are you even a little bit like confused about? Why are you feeling more tired or not clear or like whatever? Because it's not so much that you see it clearly in the physical that things are changing. Then it might be more like a non-physical, like it's an energetic shift that is not that obvious to the naked eye. Okay? Excuse me. Okay, going deeper into this message. What do we have for Leo here, please? I'm just seeing like making a lot of connections with maybe even dimensions that you had no idea about. Like making connections with certain species that maybe they've been lingering or maybe you've known about them, but it's like now you're making contact. Or there's like I said, there's an opening with a dream state there, that there's an invitation to really connect more. I'll just show you what I see here. Here's a cup, like a cup overflowing with this rainbow energy, and it's like coming down to the heart of this half man, half animal thingy. You're making that connection, like there's an invitation here. And I just like I see if there's any type of fear or insecurity around this or worry, obviously don't connect with anything. But when you put yourself in a loving state and in an overflowing, like you're overflowing from your cup state, and then make a connection, then you don't have to worry about anything, because whatever you're then making a contact with from your loving place, it's just going to be really beautiful. Okay. I even saw Groot. Have you seen that movie, Guardians of the Galaxy? So it's interesting because I don't think it's just they're not just throwing it out. Maybe it's just one person, as you saw that my video came online or whatever, uh, you were watching Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's like maybe one person. I think I'm drawn there, and if you don't know, it's a movie with all these different types of people being in there of not human form. And Groot, it's like this tree that doesn't speak. They only speak in Groot language. But I mean, the movie's called Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think because I'm drawn out to, like, you're making connections with dimensions that you haven't had connections with before, or like it's the thinning of the veil. So the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think the name is very, it's like not the movie, but it's the actual thing. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy. You're making connections with different galaxies right now, or they're trying to invite you. They're trying to invite you in. They might even try to invite you in your dream state, because it's easier to reach you when you're in a dream state rather than when you're awake. Okay. Going deeper here, what else do we have for Leo, please? I see it's Ace of Summer that came out. I'll show you in a second. I feel one more here, and then I'm really drawn to another deck. Okay. Wow. Wow, it's a lot of cards. Okay, first one out is Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love. The beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I'm really drawn to that one. And it's like, this is what you're opening. You're standing at this. And look, there's a lion in the back. Look there. A big lion. That's you. There's a dove again. There's the dove again. The dove is like in the forefront. The dove is leading the way. Like, lead the way through peace. Lead the way through calmness. It just feels like this is a moment in time. I'm getting really overwhelmed. I'm getting like it's not an agitated energy, but it is an energy of overwhelm. And so if you don't watch yourself a little bit, I think this is just for the entirety. I'm getting even like 6 to 8 weeks. So it's not just the month of May. So this might even be like May and June. I'm getting like dizzy, and there's a pressure over my head, and I'm getting agitated is too much, and anger is just way too much. But there's like it's not even a frustrated, it's just an overwhelm, a stretching of the energy, if you will. Like I'm feeling like a stretching of my energy. I don't even know how to describe this. I don't know if I've ever felt this feeling before, even. In the midst of this, like, lead with your heart. It says, open your heart to love. And this is the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one. And okay, we'll get there in a second. There's this feeling here of like, now, if any time, is time to anchor yourself in, ground yourself, really try to stay in the present moment, and try to not like really jump into the future or, revel in the past, but rather stay really present. And before you sort of engage in any type of relationship, any type of conversation, any type of, like, whether that's with a child or a grown-up, it feels like just check in with yourself, Leo. Be honest with yourself, and and lead with a dove. Think of what would love do now? What would love say in this very moment? How would love act? And maybe love is too strong, then just let the dove lead the way. Just let the dove lead the way, and it's like, okay, so what would peace do in this? And if you feel like, well, I don't really feel like feeling peaceful right now, then maybe just take a moment to yourself, or maybe like ground yourself a little bit more, go out and hug a tree, talk to the plant, reconnect with Mother Earth somehow. That will ground you, that will center you again, and then have the conversation, then go do the thing you're gonna do. Like, I just needed to restart everything here today and like come back because it just wasn't working. Like, shake it off a little bit, like Taylor Swift would say, and just come back to the situation. If this is like, open your heart to love. If this is the beginning of an intimate relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership, or we can pull a card on this. And I just feel like it's because you're opening up so much, it's a new, getting a lot of songs here. Michael Bublé, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's like a new opening here. We're lifting the veil, and it's a stretching of the energy, probably making you feel a little bit out of sorts. And it's bringing you into a new adventure. It's bringing you into a new path. But it's a good thing. It's a really positive thing. But it can feel like a construction site before we have some sort of order in this. Okay, and then let's see what the Lovers. Okay, we're gonna pull a card here. But true love that is long lasting. Choices made from the heart. Here's the heart again. A good return to good. A good return. I make stuff up. A return to good health. So, and the Lovers can speak about choices or decisions, or like there's a decision time, decision making. I just feel with the energy that is here that even though you have some choices, like, when do we not have choices in our life? Things we need to decide on, or like certain things on, whatever. This feels more towards love. It feels more towards like, where do you connect? Who do you connect to right now? Maybe, Leo, it has even been like a really long time of separation between you and friendships, between you and lovers, between you and whatever type of intimate relationship in your life. And now, because of this change, because of this really beautiful opening of your heart, leading with your heart, it brings about new, really special relationships. We have the High Priestess. Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. I just feel with this High Priestess, it's a very going inwards, paying attention to your intuition, listening to what your inner guidance is really speaking to you about right now. I think you're going there automatically, maybe because it's not working. Like, I needed to restart or reboot everything here today, and you will find yourself there. Like, you will just, like, how do I know if I need to go inwards? Well, you will feel it. You probably already sense that some stuff just doesn't work right now, and it sort of inspires you to go inward and just really listen to that voice from deep within. Okay. This shift is making you feel a little bit uneasy. I'm somewhat being quite mild when I say that. It's actually feeling, you might even have like this feeling that I have in my body. It might even be like a little bit of an anxiety attack or an anxiety feel that you can't really sort out. Is like, bleh, like you don't want to be in your body, and it's like, what's going on? Because, okay, if we start with Nine of Winter, this Nine of Winter is like, this is because of the things that's been created from the lifting of the veil, because of the construction site, because of the reorganizing of things in the energy right now. It puts you in an uneasy, in a questionable place. It stretches your energy and it forces you a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And it's like any time in the past that you've felt this, it's bringing about a little bit of an anxious feeling and worried feeling. And it's not, this Nine of Winter is speaking about how it's really unfounded. So even though it's like, we're not trying, Leo, here to say you don't have the right to feel what you're feeling, you really have the right to feel what you feel. And it's, you're entitled to have the expression in your body that you have. This is just a validation, or this is just a confirmation that you don't have anything to be worried about. Like, things are not about to go south completely. It's just a reorganization. It's just a reconstruction of things that brings about certain feelings for you. And the more that you can stay away from those more lower vibrational feelings and try to cheer you up, and try, maybe that's even more so trying to get into the peaceful state and the content state and the anchoring in with Mother Earth state, is going to help you a lot to just get out of that anxious, like, weird feeling in your body. Because here we also have, like, the Queen of Spring is about continuing to believe in yourself and to have faith and trust in the path moving forward. That even though it feels a little bit uneasy, it feels new, it feels outside of your comfort zone, it feels even weird at times, that you just continue to believe in yourself and understand that on the other end of this, or like if you just continue to walk this path moving forward, there will be people showing up wanting to, like, be a part of whatever it is that you're doing, a part of you, a part of this path. So just sort of stay the course, Leo. Okay, then I was really drawn to this. Can we just first have something on this connection, this love connection? This love connection, what is that about? Well, it's 19, so it is it's an energy. So if you're already in a romantic relationship and you're really happy about it, like, don't don't bother listening to this first piece. This is more like if you're single and if you're looking for love. There's a person in the essence of you. There's a person that is like, they're swirling around. As much as you're swirling around them, you might not be aware of it, but there's a push and a pull. Like, there's a, not that we're pushing anyone away, it's just you're feeling this calling, you're feeling this pull with this person. They haven't come in yet. I don't feel that they have come in yet. If this is not a romantic partnership, this can also be like like we had here, an intimate relationship. Like, there's a, for any Leo, there's an there wants to be a connection with this person, this intimate relationship. And we have the flexible card here. So it's speaking about, like, try to be open to new people. Certainly if we're a little bit older, you might be like a little bit set in your ways. Like, you have your friend group, you have your places where you go, you have your community, you have, like, whatever it is that you're doing. Try to be a little bit more open on where you meet people, and that you can actually meet new people. Just like that, it can, a person that just wasn't yesterday in your life, once they enter into your life, is like, where have you been all my life? Like, it's just so smooth sailing from the moment that they enter your life. A really significant, beautiful connection wants to be made within the next 4 to 6 weeks is what I'm feeling. Okay. Anything else here for beautiful Leo? What else for the month of May? I feel like there was something from this deck other than this card that wanted to come out. I'm like overwhelmed in my head. Can one be overwhelmed in the head? I mean, an overwhelming feeling is like in the body, but there's like a little bit of a, like, what's going on? Feel. But in my head, like I'm overwhelmed in my head. Here and now. Here and now. Yes. This is just basically, because that's probably what I just talked. I talked about this, and then I felt a pull to the other deck. So I just probably wanted to just highlight, because it says past here and we have future there, but it's like very like we're here and now, and we're opening the door to something new. You're sitting on this egg ready to hatch, and this egg, like this beautiful pastel color, is not scary, it's not intimidating even, it's not, none of that. It's just really beautiful. I mean, I don't know what's going on with me right now, but if this is what you're feeling, Leo, I I send you many grounding thoughts, and I send you, I don't know, anchoring thoughts. It's an overwhelm in my head, and it's even like just shut down the day. Literally go sit on a piece of grass and just get anchored. Drink water. Probably stay away as far as you can from caffeine and alcohol and any sugary rush. Like, you do not need that right now. I just need like a calming down energy here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this might come up for you, then just remember what I said about this, or like return to this video. This is telling you to just be here. Be as present as one can. Just take one thing that's right in front of you that doesn't sort of make more to your calendar. You don't need more right now. There's enough with the energy shifts that's going on. And we're opening the door to something new. Something's getting ready to hatch. And that's going to be different for all of you guys. But you might sense this. Something is up. Whew. To be honest, it's going to be nice to get out of this energy. Once I'm done with this reading, I can sort of go back to me, because I'm just a vessel right now, just sort of presenting what it is that I feel that you feel. And it's going to sort of be nice to get back to me. I'm sorry. Maybe borrow my energy. Maybe like go places, connect with whatever you need to connect with that just brings you more calmness, okay? Something from the fairies here. Do you want to end with something extra, something inspirational for Leo, please? Okay, you need to hear that the problem is solved. This is in Swedish. Problemet är löst. Problemet är löst. The situation is already solved. The problem that you have is already resolved and solved. We have a snake around this woman. Do you see that? So there's a change for sure. There's a change, but this woman, she is, right today at least, what I'm seeing here is that she's not too happy about it. She's not like really comfortable. I don't know if I would be comfortable with having a snake around my skin either. But like, she's not too comfortable in this change, but we have those great butterfly wings. So it speaks about grand transformation. You're shedding your skin. It's not like you're just you're not just transcending yourself or like making this transformation. You're literally shedding your skin, like you're becoming new, and you probably feel it all over the place. You might even have weird rashes or itchiness or things that has to do with literally changing your skin, going from one place to another in your skin, and that might bring about certain things within your skin. You don't have to even look at, like, you don't have to quit eating anything. You don't have to, unless you want to, obviously. But like, if you just give it a couple of days or a couple of weeks, this will just be over all by itself, because has nothing to do with what you're eating right now. It's not what I'm speaking about. Like, don't add any sugar to this situation. You don't want to put fire on fire right now. But the shifting in your skin has nothing to do with the fact that you need to change anything in your diet or in your, like, whatever. this is an internal change, and as stuff comes with it. And once that's done, it's going to feel more normal again. And you need to hear that the problem, the issue that you have, or the issue that you feel, whether that is the direct thing, sensation with your body, or there's things that you're dealing with in your immediate surrounding, those issues are resolved. They're taken care of. Okay. That is what I have for you, beautiful Leo. That was a very different and interesting reading here. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Take care. Bye.